out though.
You're right.
Man, people are gonna talk.
Right, absolutely. So, all right. I gotta psych myself up. So like a lot of people on our videos, they think that that's like stage, but that's actually how I try to engage. I gotta like literally psych myself up so it's not weird. I'm not gonna scare you, but
No
it's
problem.
like me actually getting out of like all my jitters.
Yeah. All right, we are ready to go.
Ready? Well, do this.
McCallister's Landscape. We are a bulk landscape supply here in Benton, Arkansas. We're with my buddy Blake Hawthorne, man. This guy has been in my life for over 10 years now, and it seems like everywhere I go, he just follows me. I was hanging out here in Benton, and he was like, man, I gotta go.
You trying to get away.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
and my face is like gonna be red for like a
so is
week.
mine. If I'd already had my root canal, you could have knocked my tooth out. It'd been good.
That's true. I didn't ask which side.
Oh yeah, they're both bad. This one has two, so you did it perfect. Now, guys, we are here on a feature Friday, and we're featuring McCallister's Landscape Supply. Like Matthew said, we have been working together for over 10 years now. He was in Hot Springs at Green Acres Landscape Supply, and he left there, came over here and started his own nursery and garden supply and landscape center. So it's been a really neat experience. We've been able to team up with him on some projects and just work together. And it's always fun. It's always a blast, as you can tell. But we just wanted to feature him and his business, let you check out what they have going on. And if you're in Benton area or even Central Arkansas, give him a call and he can hook you up.
Like we mentioned, mainly sell bulk landscape materials, and so a lot of people are used to buying stuff in bags, and everything's real neat and tidy. And what we do is we just get massive piles of it, and you just pull up in our lot. We can load your truck or trailer, or you just give us a call. We deliver to you. We can usually have it there same day or next day. And that's actually how I met Blake. I was doing cold calling. Hey, we're Landscape Supplies when we were in Hot Springs, and I said, hey, come see us. I could help your company out with some piles of mulch and gravel and all that.
Right.
And he was like, why not? I need this stuff, and Matthew has it. So
that's exactly right. And it started a great relationship. I feel like a pretty awesome friendship. It's been exciting to see everything that he's accomplished and that we've accomplished. And I think that, on the forefront of that our relationship goes to a deeper level, that, Christ has been centered and focused. We've got to talk a lot about business, in the last several years, and just how is it that God has kind of like laid out your path to this business and creating. You mind sharing a little bit on that?
Yeah, definitely. This is something that we're both passionate about. Our main goal in life isn't to run a successful company or to grow an empire for ourselves. I mean, every contact we have, whether it be a customer coming in or employee, we want to share the light of Christ with them. And and that's what we talked about early on. Like, there's going to be some days we lose money, and there's going to be some days we make money, and there's a few, nowadays it seems, but the important part is every day getting out there and, being the light of Christ. And whether we are losing or profiting, let our value not be found in this monetary things, but in the richness of Christ.
Right. Yeah, Absolutely. And I mean, having your own landscape supply now, has it changed the way that you're able to witness, or have you seen having your own place, here at Salt Creek and Highway 5, people coming in and just how has the witnessing been? Have you I know that you shared with me a story, with some ladies that have come in and just different people that you've been able to hire, ways that you've been able to minister and stuff. So how has that affected your witnessing?
Right. I mean, what it is, we are like a city on a hill. We're sitting out here right on the highway, and people pull in. We have verses posted. People see scripture, and you'll see an attitude change a lot of times. You'll see people coming in acting foolish or whatever, and they see that scripture and they're like, oh, but yeah, and God and Jesus and stuff, and they're kind of stumbling around. But on a more serious note, what that allows is for them to see that I could make more money if I made shady deals. I could make more money if I gave in to the desires of the world and cheated people, but we live by a different standard. And they see that scripture and it holds me to the standard, because then if they see me not portraying that Christ-likeness attitude, that's my goal here, is when people see me and how I live and how I conduct business, and they see scripture posted, they don't say, what is he doing talking about God? He's nothing like Jesus. It allows us to witness to people just in doing day-to-day stuff. I've had people come in that I never had to tell them, hey, I'm a Christian that runs a Christian business. Like, they just come in and say, hey, can you pray for me? Like, I'm struggling right now. Can you pray for me? I lost this or I did that. And I didn't have to go out there and be like, hey, listen up, this is a Christian business, and if you need prayer with your mulch, we'll take care of it. It's like they just know, they feel the presence here. And I joke with my wife sometimes. I say, I would love it if instead of the Reader's Choice Award in the paper, instead of getting a best landscape supply, we actually get voted best place of worship.
Right. Yeah. We start to get scripture cards and put them into the mulch. So it's just like, who's going to get scripture today?
Because that's it. And scripture says, in whatever you do, you need to be exalting Christ. And a lot of people say, well, I'm at work, I'm going to do this, but when I'm at church, I'll act this way. Man, there can't be any bleedo. It has to all be one life. Right. God doesn't look at your different units and say, well, he did this at work, but he was like this at home and like this at church. Man, it's all one. And he looks at everything and says, how are you living? What's your goal here? Yeah,
those are the two really key points that I'm glad that you touched on. Was like, one is the comfort level that people have when they pull into this place, that the wall goes down, and that they're open, and that they're seeking it. It's not, and like you said, it's not anything you're doing. I think that a lot of time that our witnessing and the word witnessing is confused with, like, we've got to go pound them with scripture. Right. We have to go tell them that they're a sinner. We have to go do these things. But truly witnessing is just like he said, like, he is displaying scripture. He's having things that hold him accountable. He's having things that help spur him along in his daily walk and daily business. But then also what he's able to do with this witnessing is he's able to go in and, like he said, people just know that you're a Christian by the way that you live your life. Right. And so when they come in here and they see that being lived out, that's the best testimony I feel like we have. Yeah. And it gives you that opportunity where that wall is down, where you can pray with people, where you can share with people. And if nothing else, they know when they leave there's something different about that guy. Right. That sets you apart from the world and the world.
I can speak for Blake as well. I know the things that we do. It's cool when people say, hey, I saw your truck driving down the road. I saw your company, I saw your guys out working. The coolest thing is to be like, I see Christ in you. Right. I see Christ in you. Not just that, you came up with a cool logo and you had it on every billboard in town, but I see Christ in you. That's a bigger compliment than saying, man, you have an empire here, man. You've really grown so much, and I see this, and it's like, it's not about how many branches of his company he has or anything. At the root of it, it has to be Christ exalting.
Absolutely.
We keep beating that horse, but it's the truth.
Right. That's the crazy thing is you look at business and you look at everything and you look at the world and you're like, what do I have to do to be successful? And you try to come up with all these crazy schemes. Right. And the big thing in my walk is like when I start to stumble or like I'm in a digression and I'm thinking, I start playing this game where I'm like hiding behind the clouds and I'm like trying to hide from Christ, and he's saying just like, come back to me. Right. Like, keep me centered. And like you said, it's so simple. Like the key to our success, the key to how God has blessed us has all been because he's been centered.
That's it.
Christ-centered, and we were able to glorify him, and it is truly that simple.
Right.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed. Matt, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you letting us come out this week.
Oh yeah, anytime.
And, this is our feature Friday. We're gonna have a lot more to come. Also, we're gonna be doing a kind of a short series with Matthew, so you guys stay tuned. They're gonna be hilarious. At least I think so.
Hopefully funnier than this.
Yeah, a little funnier than this. We want to start out on a serious note, let you a little bit into the history of like what we stand for and everything. So then, as you see the ridiculousness, that we can hopefully be taken a little bit on a serious level.
Yeah, they're not terrible people. You know, maybe they'll
Right, yeah. Because there's no telling what they're gonna think.
Yeah.
So awesome. We love you guys. See you next week.
Have a good one.